Activation code required. Access granted. Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
S-4 Paranormal Bunker. You'll come on down and join Nikki, Robert, Kayla, and Cole. Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sit with us as we traverse the portals of the universe. Let loose the secrets of the cryptids. Make haste with the truth of conspiracy. And explore the hauntings of our world. And once again, welcome to the S-4 Paranormal Bunker.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the S-4 Paranormal Bunker. Tonight, I've got Robert and Nikki here with me. Friend.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Doing all right.
Are we all ready for Halloween?
Yeah, it's middling. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Friend,
Got my little heart on.
Friend.
Got your little hat on.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Heart.
I'm not going to lie.
H-E-A-R-T. H-E-A-R-T. Heart.
This is an episode and a freaking... This is a holiday for the kids, Nikki. You can't be showing up at the door with that.
Heart. H-E-A-R-T. Heart. You see the heart? There's a heart
PSA.
there.
PSA. Do not accept any little blue pills on the journey to get your
No.
get candy.
I don't need any. What the hell?
Yeah, if the sugar rush doesn't go away for more than 4 hours, consult the doctor. Right?
Oh my God.
So it is Halloween. To all
Yes.
who celebrate the pagan religion, happy Samhain. That's not how you say it even. I suck at this.
Samhain.
That's it.
Samhain.
Samhain.
Samhain. Yes, Samhain is the correct term.
Friend. So, but yeah, happy Samhain to you.
They inverse the M to a W.
God damn.
And we'd be between lines.
There we go. So, friend, tonight I want to talk to you guys about some of the scariest true ghost stories and just creepy stories that we have in the world. Friend, because I discovered some new shit. I did not know that a lot of these inspired some of our greatest creepy movies.
Yes, they have.
For example, The Disappearance of Tom and Aline Longeran from 1998.
Not heard that one.
I did not know. So, the American couple Tom and Aline Longeran were avid scuba divers vacationing in Australia's Great Barrier Reef. During a group dive, the boat crew accidentally left the couple behind. Their absence wasn't discovered for 2 days, and despite a search, the bodies were never found. Friend,
And that's just happened again with one 76-year-old lady on a trip out to one of the coastal areas. They left her and she died.
Like, of
But she was
Australia?
on land. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, just this last week.
Robert, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Keep the
I don't
people
know.
on the boat. Come on!
Yeah. They were doing a hiking trail of some kind on one of the little islands, and they thought they had everyone back, and obviously didn't do a good head count, and left this 76-year-old lady behind, and she died on the island.
Jesus Christ. Friend, so the Loggeran story, though, that inspired the 2003 film Open Water.
Yeah,
Friend,
that's a hard movie to watch.
yeah. Friend. One thing I will say for Australia, they have kept me entertained for the last fucking month. Friend. Because you guys have the best animatronic versus kangaroo videos in the world. Friend. Where a kangaroo will come up to someone's yard and they'll have one of the witches or ghosts or demons that pop out. And the kangaroo goes wild. Friend, I love that.
Oh my God, I've had so many laughs over that one.
Friend.
Repeatedly, and I shouldn't because it's about an animal, but damn, it's funny as fuck.
Hey,
it's funnier than raccoons. Although I do have to say the one with the bear.
Most of the time, though, the kangaroos are winning.
Yeah.
Tonight I watched one where he kicked a witch's head right off. Like, not gonna lie, I feel a little bad for the people because I know how expensive those things are. But
yeah, true.
Friend, the
Gotta
witch had
make
it coming.
for some good comedy.
Yeah, the witch had it coming. Like, you don't scare a kangaroo and expect to just get away with it.
Oh, no kidding. Oh,
Friend.
10-10 on the numbers.
Oh, rock on.
Yeah, 310. 310 on 3010.
Jeez.
So it's the 30th year.
Yeah,
and we do it that way every day, month, year. 30, 10, 310.
Yeah, the U.S. is filled with the only weirdos that do it the other way. Right.
Oh, my God.
And someone making ballrooms without any balls. Yeah.
Well, you know. Right. Friend. Okay, Nikki, you're not going to like this next one. I don't like this next one. I know Robert won't like this next one. The British Pet Massacre of 1939.
Oh, mother.
Yeah, the British government, fearing food shortages and the humanitarian issue of abandoned pets during expected bombings, issued a pamphlet advising pet owners to euthanize their animals if they could not be safely evacuated. The response was extraordinary. In the first few days of World War II, an estimated 400,000 to 750,000 cats and dogs were killed. It was a tragedy later deemed unnecessary, born from unfounded anxiety.
Wow. No, I don't like that one. I'm absolutely stunned. That's the very first time I've ever heard that.
Now, to be fair to the British government, I will say, hindsight is 20/20. You cannot say something is unfounded anxiety. With how many cats and dogs were left in that area after World War I.
Yeah, true.
Like, I know letting them go and letting them be free would be the easiest way to do it. But at the same time, you've got people that are dying and slowly dying on the inside of buildings.
They'll start eating the dogs and the cats.
Well, not just that, but the dogs and cats will also start eating the other way, the humans too.
Yeah, exactly. They become a pack.
Yeah.
Pack mentality for the dogs.
So
cats are individualized.
Friend, there was no good option there. So to deem it unnecessary isn't really fair.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Friend.
Try this again.
But yeah, that one was not a fun one. Well, none of these are really fun. Like, they are horrifyingly scary stories. Like, these are the truest, most horrible things that have happened in our world. based off paranormal issues and frights and different fears. So, but
very true.
I think I'm going to say this right, but I'm not sure. The Annalise Michel exorcism of 1976.
The Annalise, what's the last name?
Yeah.
Michel.
Oh.
So it is actually the inspiration for the exorcism of Emily Rose, if you guys have ever seen that one.
Oh man, I haven't seen that in years.
I was the only one in our family that could actually get through it because it is mostly spent in a court room, and no one in my family really likes those type of movies. But suffering from epilepsy and mental health issues, Annalise and her devout family became convinced she was possessed. 2 Catholic priests were granted permission to perform exorcisms. Annalise underwent 67 exorcism rituals over a year. She stopped eating and died from malnutrition and dehydration. The priest and her parents were found guilty of negligent homicide. The case is a harrowing example of faith, mental illness, and medical negligence intertwined with fatal consequences.
You can't say it can't handle the truth.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's the legal definition, but basically that demon took over a soul and refused to relinquish it, and that was the consequences.
Yeah. Well, and, like, friend, there are lots of examples where mental health patients and others, like, not just mental health patients, how do I put this? Where just everyday normal human beings decide, I'm not going to eat anymore.
Yeah.
And this is
I've
1976.
Like that. Yeah.
Like,
there were people in the 1970s using a laxative, and I'm not going to call out that specific laxative, but it was a chocolate laxative, and it was used by a lot of women to stay very thin. Let's just put it that way. Because of societal expectations and norms. I had a step-grandmother who kept the product in every, and I'm not joking when I say in every room of her house. When my grandfather passed, I still found the damn boxes everywhere. And every room, they were hidden. So that that's a form of anorexia and bulimia. But that is what was going on in the day in 1970s, in the 1960s and 70s, because that's how they controlled. If they didn't have a hunger, I can't think of the upper and downer that goes. I don't remember the names of them right now, but the women did that, or they did laxatives, and I was like absolutely horrified to find this out. It's crazy.
My parents used to take this Chinese tea, but they did it safe. Like they only did it like once a week. Friend, but like when I say it cleaned you out, it cleaned you out.
Yeah,
like
that. But it also, if it's a Chinese herbal and it's a compound formula, then that means, and it was formulated for that specific family, for your family, then it's going to have a lot of astringent properties to help the bowels. It's going to have a lot of things that are going to help, as well as do the elimination aspect of it.
Well, and it wasn't always the safest option because it never gave you a timeline.
Right.
Oh, when it was going to be done?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an individual thing. Each person has their own body chemistry, so that's going to probably cause some issues.
It also depends on what you ate in the last week. That will change.
God, yeah. If you have fat, that can make things worse. A high amount of butter and oils and things that are cooked in oils, yeah, that can cause a lot of. Yeah, I've been down this road a time or two with the naturopaths and the herbal stuff, and so yeah, folks, do your research.
Well, I screwed up as a teenager because wasn't feeling well one night, so found a random tea bag in the cupboard and friggin'.
Oh, it's a diuretic. It was the diuretic, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, friend. And it waited until about 10:30 in the morning the next day at school. Friend.
Yep, that's about right.
Yeah, friend. I came out of that bathroom just sweating, and I said, "Screw it! I'm taking the rest. I'm going home. I don't care. I'm done." Friend.
Yep. Somebody just said Casagra. I know what it is. I just can't pronounce it. Casa Gara. Yeah, that's. I know what that herb is.
Dad,
that's exactly what it does.
Whenever we asked Dad about the tea, he always said, "It's called shit yourself."
That's the kind of stuff that's better than liquid magnesium.
Yeah.
That they use for colonoscopy.
Although I have experience with that too.
Dear God, you guys.
You know that milk of magnesium or whatever.
Magnesium.
Magnesia.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So when my brother-in-law was 17, he was on the wrestling team.
Oh dear God, we're on to.
And he needed to make weight for the next day.
Okay.
Oh man, yeah. Horseback riders used to do that.
Friend.
Professional.
Well, yeah, but you only take a teaspoon.
Yeah.
Friend. Well, he's 17 and doesn't believe the bottle. That can't be right.
No.
Friend, so he drank the bottle. Friend. The kid literally.
I'm sorry, who was this?
My brother-in-law. And so he would literally, the next day, he was going out to wrestle. And he would wrestle a match. And he would, before they could even announce him the winner, he would leave the match and take off to the bathroom. Fred, between every match, that's where he spent his time. Fred.
To be quite honest, I'm surprised he wasn't shooting while he was.
Well, there's a possibility he was. You never know.
That's bad.
But I think,
and with players uniforms, it'd be split in two ways. And
but he did, he did make weight.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
So,
diuretics are no freaking joke, folks.
No.
God, they can really screw up a body.
Except
you can screw up your metabolism and your electrolytes and all sorts of stuff.
We always used to keep one on hand at Halloween.
Well, yeah, for emergencies. Oh, dear God. Yeah, well, that.
No, you get a belligerent teenager come up to the door and ask for candy. Friend. Sure. Here's a chocolate.
No. You don't want to be talking like that right now. Oh, God.
Well, Nikki, I gotta tell you though, the next year when that kid would come up to the door, most respectful little shit you've ever met.
I bet.
Friend.
Last year, this guy gave us chocolate and made a shit.
Friend.
Yeah, that's a legal issue waiting to happen, man. Jeez.
Well, but almost every Halloween prank is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of pranks lately online, and too many times I can't keep my mouth shut.
Well, the kids wanted to freaking. John said, "I want to do it the way you guys used to do it." I want to go around with eggs and toilet paper, and I said, "What the fuck do you think we are, made of money? You can't do that now."
Yeah, back in your day and back in my day, I mean, you fucking 79 cents a dozen.
Right? Like,
Yeah,
man,
that's terrible ball game.
Now it's $3 an egg. Yeah.
Well, and the cheapest toilet paper around was like $2.39 a 4-pack back then. I mean, it was or $1.79 a 4-pack, and I mean, you could get the really cheap stuff because it was 1 or 2 ply and it had bigger rolls on it, and you could really make that toilet paper fly, baby.
although I will say now it's
James Bond
probably
toilet paper.
now it's
Yeah.
easier to do toilet paper.
Gold digger.
Right? Now it's easier to do toilet paper. Friend,
How's that?
$21.
Oh, they've got those shooters.
No,
They've
but
got the
well, yes, they do. But
toilet paper.
$21, and you go to Costco, you can do an entire neighborhood. Like,
yeah, you got the toilet paper shooters, and just go.
friend,
Oh dear God, I haven't thought about that in years, Cole. I haven't thought about that in years.
well, here's the
Oh
thing:
my
Halloween used to
God.
be one of my favorite holidays, and not just
Trying to
because of
remember.
like trick or treating and stuff like that, but like my dad used to do the Citizens Patrol, friend, and like he got into fights with it and got into arguments with like different patrol members, friend. But when it came to the kids, he was the one everyone was terrified of. Because all these other guys are running around in little cars and minivans, and he is driving around in a 1984 blue and white Ford Bronco, 10-inch lift with 32-inch rubber on it. And when that thing roared, like when he hit the gas, you knew you were being chased.
I was gonna say, did it sound like Porky's pig?
No, you remember the truck from...
You missed it.
You remember the truck from Maximum Overdrive?
Yeah.
That's what Dad's Bronco sounded like. Fred. Fred, I did miss that, I think. What did you say?
Porky's pig. Never mind. You should see the image running through my head. It's from the movie. It's not the children's thing. The 1980s movie called Porky's.
I'm not going to lie. I have never seen Porky's.
John Belushi.
I friggin'
No,
really need to.
No, it's
No,
not
not
John
Belushi.
Belushi.
No, that's
Okay,
Animal
yeah,
House.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
Animal House, yeah.
Fred,
Porky's was a lot racier.
and
I have seen it, just can't remember who was in it.
God in heaven, I'd
I
forgotten
don't
about all of
actually
that
remember
crap.
if Porky's had an actual, like, famous actor in it.
No, IMDb.
I can't remember at the moment. Oh dear God, it's such a misogynistic piece of poo of a movie, but God, it it epitomizes the other side of the 80s.
You know what, though? A lot of the good ones from that era were.
Then you got Fast Times at Ridgemont High. What was that? 1977, 78, 79, 80, somewhere around there.
Yeah, Fred.
And then then you've got call them the Brat Pack. You had St. Elmo's Fire. Then it went into
Revenge of the Nerds. Can't forget that.
you got the Revenge of the Nerds stuff. Then you've got the Porky stuff. You've got the
Weird Science.
Breakfast
Science.
Club, Weird Science.
Yeah.
God, there's so many others, and it just all take your pick, baby, because it gets real interesting real fast.
Fred.
Ooh, Kim Cattrall was in it.
Oh, jeez. I'm
You
sorry,
know,
has who?
My favorite movie in the world is still from before that.
Kim Cattrall.
Oh, yes. Oh, God, yeah.
Oh,
she
okay.
She had a great scream.
But none of the young guys were famous, were they?
Had
Don
Eula.
Monahan, Mark Harrier, Wyatt Knight,
Oh,
Roger
dear
Wilson,
God.
Daryl
I'd
O'Reilly,
forgotten about it.
Tony Ganios. Yeah, no one really
Yeah.
that stands out.
Huh.
Someone was being a smartass because that got put in my head.
Fran, do you guys remember the
No.
movie Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry?
Ooh, I remember hearing about it, but I don't remember seeing it.
It
I
is
didn't know
my
that.
favorite movie to show people.
Oh, God, why? I'm afraid to ask.
Because it's one of those ones that drags you in. You get so invested in the fucking movie.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Fran, you get so invested
Then
in the
they'll be
young
like,
couple.
"Hang on."
Now, I'm going to say spoiler alert, even though this movie is 70 years old almost. Fran, but the way the movie ends, because here's the problem. You can't find the movie now. It's not available on any streaming service.
Yeah, probably
you-
not available on DVD, VHS, or a beta or anything like that either.
VHS, yes, but it does cost a pretty penny now.
I bet.
Well, I was going to say, have you checked half-price books across the United States? Because a lot of times they'll have them.
Right? Well, so we actually have a copy
Yeah.
Oh, God.
on VHS. And
Mhm.
every once in a while, Turner Classic Movies will put it on. Fran,
And
But-
what's it called again?
Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry. And it's one continuous car chase. Okay, so the entire movie is this couple being chased in a car. And
Oh, I think I have seen that.
they finally get away. Everything's all settled. They fall in love. Everything's good. And then, smack, out of nowhere, a train hits them. And that's how the movie ends. Friend,
Wow.
it pissed Kayla off so much.
Is that why it's your favorite movie?
Yes. Because everyone I'm showing has the same reaction. Friend,
Eh.
I don't think I ever did because I was 7 like the first time I saw it.
Yeah. Okay, where's the music coming from?
I'm pretty sure that's Robert's.
Robert, hit mute.
Yeah.
Friend,
We might
Hang
have
on.
to.
Okay.
friend. But I like those movies, and like Kayla has always said she wants a movie like that where like it's a love story. They're sitting like the movie ends with the couple sitting on a bench, and then from off to the side, a sniper takes them both out at the same time.
Jeez.
And that's the start to number 2,
And that takes skill.
right? Friend, but like she's always said she wanted that type of movie. So when I showed her Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry, I was so excited because I thought I was finally giving her what she wanted. Right? And she hated it. Friend, I was like, that's not fair.
No, not
Sure.
really.
So, you guys know the movie The Shining?
Yes.
Friend,
The one after it's scarier.
so, yeah.
Especially with what I know.
The Shining is one of,
grapes. Okay, they got it.
The Shining is one of the only Stephen King novels that actually has real life inspiration.
Yeah, the hotel.
Yes, the Stanley Hotel in S Park, Colorado. Friend, they stayed there during its final night before closing for the winter. Him and his wife. Friend, they were the only guests at the deserted Erie Hotel. That night, King dreamed of his 3-year-old son being chased through the corridors by a fire hose. Friend, that dream
Oh, no,
provided...
that would piss.
Yeah. That dream provided the
That-
framework for his 1977 novel The Shining, a story that taps into fears of isolation and the dark history of a haunted hotel. Friend,
Yeah.
that hotel does actually have a long history of paranormal reports.
Yes, it does.
Friend,
It's actually one of the hotels that I actually want to go stay at. There's not a lot of hotels across the world that I actually want to go be in the environment and touch walls and doors and doorknobs and original metal, brass, and things like that. This is one. Oh, shut up, Robert. This is one of them. I know that look.
we're getting back to that whole touching wood thing. Friend,
Touching knobs. Yeah.
So anyway, my point is that you have a spirit that pulls that kind of shit. I'm coming after it, man. I had a spirit on my birthday in 2019. Went to stay in Ocean Shores for a paranormal paracon and a ufology, and basically I had a very old spirit in the room, kept screwing with the electronics and the outlets, and I knew damn well that it was the spirit and not something wrong with the electrical in the room. And I got so pissed off. I said, I have a brand new sewing machine I brought here because there are things that I want to work on. I had a shirt that I wanted to work on. And you fuck with my new sewing machine, I'm coming after you. You better leave my stuff alone. And he thought he was going to mess with me. And I went, do you really want me to go down? Because it was tribal land. I was like, do you really want me to go down and talk to the tribe and whoever the head person is of the tribe and have a spirit round come in and a team come in and really deal with you? Don't fuck with me. And he backed off. And then he pulled something, because I was there for 5 days. I was there in that hotel room for 5 days. Well, not directly in that hotel. I was always in and out. But anyway, on the beach and everything. And the second day he tried it again, and I'm like, all right, that's it. And I grabbed my stuff, and he wouldn't let me exit the room. And I was like, I'm not joking when I say it. You ask the other people on the other side. I mean business. Don't screw with my stuff. Keep me in mind. Leave us alone, and I'll leave you alone. And you can have the room. I'm going to be here for 5 freaking days, so we've got to get along. And he behaved himself. And I was like, okay. You know, it's fun for you to do that to other people. I get what you're doing because you're bored. Why you're stuck to this room, I don't have a damn clue. And nor do I care. But you're not going to screw around with my electronics and actually damage them just because you're getting your jollies off of it. So yeah, if I have I get really specific with them. I'm like, no, you're not gonna F with me. I can screw right back with you. Don't think I can't. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't believe that they have reprisal or recourse for a spirit. Yes, you do. There's plenty you can do. So you can call in the angels. You can ask the other side to deal with the spirit. There's a bunch of things. You can talk to your guides. And if it's tribal land is a big deal. I mean, Cole and Kayla understand this very well. That there are just certain things you don't screw with. And that's one of them. And I'm like, I know where you're from. I know how you died. I can give names. I've got your first name. They can line it up with when you were here or how long you've actually been here. Or if you've been a problem before. So I basically, and this was a 6 foot tall, or essentially, he was almost 6 feet, 6 foot tall dead guy who was like, I'm bored. This is how and I'm like, I know you're bored. but I'm going to be at a Paracon. Come down and take a look at what the hell's going on. Well, I don't go very often. I'm like, get your ass down there. There's nothing stopping you. You're not tied to this fucking room. So eventually he went down. I was like, what the hell?
So I would like to go to that Stanley Hotel, Nikki.
Yeah, I would too, actually.
But I would like to go, all of us to go there with fuck you
Oh,
money.
yes. Yes.
Because
That would be fun.
I want to hire all the staff for one night in the dead of winter. I want them to reopen the hotel.
I was thinking the same thing.
Because spirits are just people.
I wonder how much that would take.
Fucking a lot.
What it would... I wonder... No, I mean, yeah. In the grand scheme of... God, I would love to do something like that. I wonder how much that would cost. Because that's something I would love to do.
Spirits are just people, right? Like, they were people.
Typically, yeah.
Typically, so...
I mean, it depends on what they've learned on the other side and how well they use that knowledge. And their own abilities, energy.
You know, like... Well, and that's the thing. Friend, I feel like the spirits at the Stanley's Hotel... Friend... They expend their energy every time that a guest arrives and they mess with them. They use the winter to stock up on energy. To bring energy back into themselves. Just like a person does. Like, think of... We have hundreds of little sayings and quotes and everything that say, when... Like, I can't people anymore today. Or I'm out of spoons. Friend, that kind of thing.
Yep.
I kind of want to disrupt a ghost when they're doing that fucking recharge and when they don't expect anyone to be there. Just because I think it'll piss them off a little bit and give us a little bit more.
No, see, I'm not looking to piss them off. I'm looking to research and...
Not piss them off, but like irritate them
I
enough
get it.
that we get a little bit more of a charge from them.
No, I get it. And you got to be careful because some spirits, you get them pissed off enough, like the first one I think of is Capone, because he can really... He's got some energy built up behind him.
I'm not as worried about the ghosts in Stanley Hotel.
No, it's well, okay, so...
Colorado legalized weed a while ago. They're all calm now.
Well, here's what I want to know. How many serials have been around the Stanley Hotel, or how many victims of serials have been around, or came and went through that hotel and chose that hotel to stay? Here's the other thing. When you were first talking about it, I literally heard the word residence. There are many spirits there who they consider the Stanley home.
Yes.
It is their residence.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
So I wonder how many they've clocked, how many the hotel management owners have registered as spirits there. I wonder what the amount is. Because I bet it's a hell of a lot. I bet it's anywhere from 2 to maybe 8 times more than they think.
Yeah. Friend, all I know is if we do this, Robert, you need to be fully capable, like no wheelchair. Friend, because...
Oh, yeah.
Think of what, like, the scenes from the hallways, the scenes from the fucking... elevators, fuck that shit. We need you able to run with us. I ain't leaving you behind. Fred.
We'll have wheelies.
Like, we're all like, we're going to take the stairs. Robert's like, I'm going to take the elevator. Fred. He comes out just drenched in blood because it filled with blood while he was in there.
I could be in that big forklift thing that Sigourney Weaver had in Alien.
Oh, God. Dumpsters. Yeah, no. They wouldn't appreciate that.
Get away from her, you.
Well, so I was listening to one of my regular podcasts that I always listen to. It's called Bad Friends.
Yeah.
And it's the do you guys know who Bobby Lee is, the comedian?
No.
He's a little Korean dude.
Before you said that, yeah, I think I do know who you're talking about. God, he's funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
Is
He's
that
got
the one that does
long
the
stringy hair.
Is he the one
emotional
that
damage?
is he the one that
No.
has a friend who has a very unusual name of me or MEE or May or me or something?
Or
And
you?
yeah,
Well, there's Carlos. There's
no.
Mahone. And then his best friend is Andrew Santino. Friend.
Yeah.
But like.
Anyway, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, so he's like a 50-year-old comedian, really good guy, and they do this one called Bad Friends, and they were talking what would ever happen if they couldn't walk. Mm-hmm. Well, Bobby's love language is just gifts. So they figured out that, you know, the exoskeletons that all these countries have been working on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Japan's is actually in production. It's only $10,000.
Really?
So if you're like a paraplegic or a quadriplegic, you can now walk for only $10,000.
Yep.
Wow.
And you're
better
stronger.
Than 100,000.
You're stronger than anyone else in your family now.
Oh God, no kidding.
Friend, I thought that was the coolest thing. Friend.
So, Robert, what's your scariest story?
Yeah.
I don't really have one because most of the ghosts I encounter, they're good to get along with. I haven't had anyone that's been. Oh, hang on, that's not true. When we moved into the Belgian Kerr house that we were at, aside from hearing the radio playing 1915, 1920 sort of jazz music, I was getting a lot of nightmares about somebody calling up and wanting money back for whatever it was, whatever services and stuff. But we didn't have a phone in the place, so but yeah, I think that might have been something, because the music was something, because we were set in an area where the nearest neighbour was about, what would it have been, 900 feet way over behind more sugarcane fields. So there was no way we could hear any of those sort of music from any radio then. But like, it was like 1 or 2 in the morning, and I could hear it in my ears. Like, we had an air conditioner on right next to the bed, but that wouldn't have caused the music at all.
Uh-uh.
You okay? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. But that's about it. There was nothing else. As I said, the other places I've been to, like the Tullamore Cemetery, the place was dead, but boom. They had holes dug into the above the graves, or at the side of the graves, to for animals to go in there and shelter.
What the fuck?
There were foxes and other animals of Australian descent that would go to the graves. They were concrete on top, but the animals were dug in and under the concrete to shelter from the heat from the day. And I'd been out there, did that. There was nothing that followed me anywhere in there. I couldn't sense anything out there. Then the one in Tullamore, not Tullamore, what was it? Ballard and Kerr, the highway between Babinda and Ballard and Kerr. There was a cemetery. That's where I heard the 17 or 18-year-old girl say, "Ha, yeah, right," when I was saying I was going to get the recorder out and let them tell their tales, and heard that and said, "Okay, I'll be back." Didn't get anything after that.
Huh.
There was possibly something at the Babinda boulders where there was a Aboriginal curse on the land and waters that's killed I think it's up to 19 or 20 tourists now that they go into the water and they get dragged under and drown. So, because when we were there, it was 17. It's gone up by a couple since then. So on the walk up to it, you got the presence because it's really, really a wet area. It's like a rainforest area.
Mm-hmm.
So paths are wet. There's mushrooms galore along the banks of the walkway and on any fallen trees. And at one point, there's a little bit of a waterfall coming down, and like a really little waterfall that much trickling down. But along that area, I could have sworn I felt someone watching me and sort of doing a frown sort of thing, like not wanting people along there. But that's about it. All the other ones I've had experience with, they've never been violent, they've never been angry. Well, except for the one that went after the boy, Adrian, in Bellinker with the door. But that's about it. We got his father in and he went with his father. So, there haven't been anything else, really.
What about on teams? When you've been on a team?
Yeah, there was one in one of the back alleys of Rockhampton on one of the walking tours. It wouldn't stop pestering the main guide at that point in time, so I had to sort of go in hands on, sort of. He was poking her in the boob, so hands on.
Oh, that's not okay.
Grabbed the arm and sort of said, "Listen, this is not on. Stop it, or else." And he stopped. So he must have heard of me before, because a lot of the other ones have. Like when I've been in Astral, that's one time that I can talk about with Caden and Alyssa Mask. They were at the Monroe House, and this is about 3-4 months after. Oh, the first time it might have been before they'd found the bodies underneath, but the first time I was there to help Caden, because one of the critters there had gotten up and thought he was bold enough to do some damage, and I was able to pull this thing out as it had grabbed onto his heart and was squeezing. So it was trying to cause him to have a heart attack. So I pulled that thing out of him and got rid of that. I sent it straight through another portal and closed the portal and went, boom, no more. And,
us humans can open portals. Don't believe that you can't. You most certainly can, but it depends on where you go, so you better make sure you know what the hell you're doing.
And know how to close them too.
No kidding. And be damn quick about it.
The Monroe House has about 7. Monroe House has about 7 portals in it already. But I just opened another one and boom, close. Bye-bye.
I don't know how good it is of an idea for you guys to advertise that.
What about portals?
Yeah, like, what if one of the higher-ups at, like, Uber gets a hold of that? And they're like, new Uber portal.
Well, it's a different ballgame doing it in the ethereal versus doing it when it's right in front of you. Yeah. And it's in a physical form. It's a completely different ballgame. There's a lot that our human brain can actually achieve and do in the paranormal, in the ethereal. And there's a lot of things that if you work at it long enough, you can actually do it in the physical. But that takes extensive practice. And who the heck are you going to choose to have for your guides, and are they the right guides for you? Because that could get real nasty, real dangerous real fast. So you want somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. And
you don't want to do it while driving.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
I know it's harder to do in the physical, because when I was on a team, I tried to get one of the guys to deliver me donuts from Canada. And he tried real hard. It did not work. Friend.
Yeah, but the portal he was using was
Yeah, like
Yeah.
well, no, like he lived in my area. That's the thing. Like I just wanted him to kind of reach through and grab him, bring him here, friend.
Oh, the way the houses are set up here in Rockhampton, if you sneeze, your neighbour could pass the toilet roll through the window and reach you.
Oh my God, that's bad.
They certainly has them down.
Don't know if I could go live through that like that anymore.
No.
I mean,
that's why we've got a property with 8.5 acres or down there.
Like I know my neighbors, but I don't talk to those people.
I've been here 2.5 years or nearly 3 years now, and I don't even know the people out there, like nearest neighbours. Haven't spoken to any of them because I can't really get out of the house. So,
But you gotta remember, Robert, like Australia's a beautiful country, but you guys you don't have the same reputation Canadians do. If I lived there, I couldn't help but talk to them. Because it's polite. You have to if you see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we are here in this community.
Yeah, my community, it's not anymore. And I kind of got used to it, and I kind of like it. But...
Oh, that's better.
Friend, I actually learned something this week that I did not know.
What's that?
50% of the Geneva Conventions were written because of my people.
I didn't know that either.
Canada was the cause of 50% of the Geneva Conventions.
Bad people, you.
And most of Canada doesn't call them the Geneva Conventions. They call them the Geneva Suggestions. Right?
Oh, dear God. Oh, my.
It's just a warning, Fred.
Yeah.
But
not so much rules as suggestions.
1915, I guess, was like with Canada entering the war in that time. I guess 50% of the rules were based off that time. The other 50% were based off Poland.
That's what I was going to ask about.
Yeah. And that was from 1939.
Yeah.
Friend. Jesus. Friend, I always thought the Polish were quite nice people, too. Like, I know they are quite a reputation here in the United States among people of the older generations. Friend, I never heard a Polish joke until I met Kayla's family. Friend, I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, I only found out it was a thing when certain people found out that 1/4 of my family was Polish. So, I was like, huh? So I thought, 1/4. So I had one grandparent who was Polish, one grandparent who was Russian, one who was Scottish, and one who was Irish. Well, come to find... Did I say Russian?
Where was he Russian
Polish.
To?
Well, I found out that the Russian side is half Russian, half Ukrainian. But it was all part of Russia back in
at the time.
Back in the day. Yeah, back in the long time ago.
When they would have known.
So yeah. So it was real fascinating what I've learned, and I don't have any idea what the Polish side. I mean, I don't know. I find that fascinating.
They make really good sausage.
And pierogies.
Oh my
Between the
God.
Polish and the Russian and the Polish, the pierogies.
I always forget about that.
Yeah, my great uncles would talk about that more than my grandparents, who experienced it. So
Because that was the greatest
I
gift
didn't
they
e-
ever gave us.
I didn't even know what the hell a pierogi was until my great uncle bought himself a very expensive pierogi maker in the 1980s and was trying to make uh, Polish sausage pierogies
Okay.
along with cheese and Polish sauce. It was a really interesting recipe that he was using. He was always an inventor, and whether it was cooking or this is a guy that was a blacksmith. Couldn't think of the word. Was a blacksmith and a canteen cook, professional canteen cook for horse ranches. Horse, can't think of what they're called, but anyway, he used to be the guy with the wagon with all the food and cook for all the men. He did a lot of interesting jobs. So
Good.
he was quite the inventor of different products and things. So
I've never used a pierogi maker, but the first time I ever made them, I was 4.
oh wow,
Friend, um, my mom and dad were kind of like, our family was kind of adopted by a Polish family
yeah,
because we were new to town, didn't know anyone. Friend, and they taught us how to make the best pierogies I've ever eaten. And like
yep,
Kayla, grocery outlet sells little bags of pierogies, and they're okay, but they're nothing compared to a fresh pierogi.
oh yeah, homemade. Oh my God, yeah, I totally agree.
But I've never used a pierogi
Especially
maker.
the dough.
I like watching. Have you seen the videos of uh, because fried wonton, or not fried? Yeah, fried wontons. I think
Yeah, I love fried
or
wontons.
dumplings. Friend, they
Yep.
have the dumpling maker, and it never fucking works. And it looks like it would make a perfect pierogi as well.
Yeah, I
Like
can
it's the same
understand
shape.
that.
But
Yep.
friend, the machine that they always have, it never fucking works. It always either half of it's squished out, or friend,
Or torn.
or torn, or it doesn't go together. And like these young
Yep.
Chinese, or I don't know what nationality, Asian guys. These young Asian guys on YouTube will make these videos of them trying to use it, and they freak the fuck out because it never fucking works.
Yeah,
Friend.
because they're taught old school methods.
Yeah. And they think they found this great machine that's going to make their life so much easier, and then they just sit there and they flip out. They don't ever break the machine, because that doesn't help anything. But, like,
Yeah,
they snap chopsticks, they go nuts. Friend.
that's funny. Well, yeah, I mean, they've probably been taught by grandma or great grandma along with mom.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a family, different traditions, different cultures. That was the word. My brain was just trying to get me to say ethnicity, but I'm trying to go, no, it's culture. And so it's because I'm tired. Sorry, folks. I have not had a lot of sleep, so
Well,
really
and it's
rather
an
running.
all-day affair.
But yeah, it is. It's a family event, basically.
Yeah, like you wake up at like 5 in the morning, and your
Yeah.
mom or your grandma has already been working for 5 hours.
Pretty freaking much, because they're in the process of making the filling.
Yeah, and then you start making the dough, and then you start cutting, and then you start, the whole process
Yep.
takes the entire day, and then you spend the evening eating. But you also have a whole bunch that
Yep.
you can freeze.
Yep.
Friend, I
You
used
make
to
hundreds
love,
upon hundreds.
yeah, I used to love making those and doing that every time. Friend,
Yep. It's a lot of work.
it is.
But it goes quickly with many hands, and it goes quickly when you have numerous different things to talk about.
Well, yeah, and like all cultures have something like it. Like if
Yeah, they do.
Mexicans have tamales.
Yep.
And they all sit there, and many hands make small work, and
Yep.
it you're right. It's always talking crap while you're doing it. Fred.
Yep. Well, and that's how I grew up. I mean, when we went camping, it was all hands on deck, man. You had 15 people to feed, so it was all hands. Ouch. Didn't matter if it was making something as simple as pancakes or um, flipping burgers, on a grill or something, or hell, if it was just fresh caught fish, gutting and cleaning, and all of that. So, I mean, it's all hands on deck, when you've got different family or groups. And it's interesting because I came across, now I am going to out somebody, but I'm not going to say their name. I'm just going to out their behavior. It's interesting. There are people who are highly professional that I have come across who are they're very nice people, but they were not raised around that.
Yeah.
Around that environment, and you put them into that kind of an environment, and they're like a fish out of water, gasping for air because they don't know what the hell to do. But yet at the same time, because they haven't been raised around that, it's like a sit and twiddle your thumbs. But yet at the same time, you've got the air of arrogance with it. And it's like, it gets very frustrating. So I've been absolutely astounded at times when I've come across people that are that way. And it's like, oh my God. Or folks that have multimillionaires, and they don't, it's like everybody caters to them. And yet I've known, and this is years ago, I knew multimillionaires who would give you the shoes off their feet or the shirt off their back if they found that somebody was in need. I mean, they'd bend over freaking backwards, or they'd find a way to do something for somebody without ever letting the folks know that it was them. I mean, it just, you get all different kinds of folks doing all different sorts of things. So it gets real, and you learn real fast when you put a group of strangers together. In other words, who's going to be on the survival raft?
Yeah, well, I like, so...
How do you say that without being rude or crass?
I'm a hypocrite.
Okay.
In ways. And I don't know if that's the right word, but that's the one I'm going to use. Because I can, because I'm talking about myself, so fuck it. But like, okay, if, let's say I am hosting Christmas dinner or something for a friend group. Friend, if you ask me what you can do, I'm going to tell you, sit your ass down, shut up, hang out. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I got this. Friend, if you take over something, I'm not going to say shit.
Yeah.
But when I go somewhere,
Ouch.
I still ask people, what can I do?
Yep.
So, like, in that way, I am a hypocrite. I will immediately after that take over if they tell me to sit down, because I'm like, fuck no. But that is the way our families work. Like, and it's honestly the only reason mine and Kayla's wedding worked the way it did. Was because there's people in her family that were exactly like mine. And when something needed done, they just
come
did
together.
it.
You come together and you do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Friend. And like, I will not lie, Kayla's family was absolutely amazed at some of the traditions we have. Not one of them had ever heard of a midnight fucking lunch. Friend.
I've not heard of it, but I know exactly what it is. So yeah no problem.
Like, but like,
we didn't call it that.
when you're drunk, like from an event like that, It's midnight.
Yeah.
And then all of the older ladies, just start bringing out food. It's like an act of God. Like,
That's because all that food got saved
like you just can't.
and hidden.
Like, they couldn't believe that it was happening again.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but like, we do that with almost everything we do. Like Kayla's family, friend, like you said, like with making pancakes. We had to actually calm it down, where we chose certain people for certain jobs, and no one else is allowed to touch it.
Yeah, because they're good at it. They're really, really good at it.
They're really good at it, and then too many chiefs, not enough Indians type thing, you know.
Yeah, too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, and
yeah, I know that one well too.
But everyone fights for that position because the rule is, if you're not cooking, you don't eat till we announce breakfast is ready. But if you're cooking, you get to sample. That's the way that works.
Pretty much. Oh my God, I've got a memory of my grandfather rolling through my head right now, pulling out different Thanksgiving turkeys at different times. Oh my God, I had thought about all this. And he's picking at the turkeys, and I can see my step-grandmother coming in going, "Now Archie."
Yeah. Friend.
Oh my God, I hadn't thought about stuff like that in a while.
Yeah, I remember my dad used to do the same thing, and then one year he did that. He deep fried a turkey. And I looked at him like, we're sitting there watching it cook. I'm like, go ahead. He's like, what? I'm like, stick your finger in there, grab a piece, I carry you. Like,
oh, fuck no. No.
It's tradition,
that's...
you have to.
Oh, God. Splatter, maybe, but not actually in. Even splatter is miserable.
We only did that once.
Yeah.
We were all too scared of it.
Well, yeah, rightly so. I mean, hello, come on.
Friend, one little mistake, like one piece of ice didn't get touched, and you're screwed.
Oh, you're totally screwed. I mean, I have family members who, scarred for life and very, very serious, head to toe kind of stuff. So yeah, that stuff can be very frightening.
Yeah, I'm very upset by that whole fact that, like, to think it's the 29th.
I know.
Nikki, we literally have 1 month.
Before Thanksgiving?
Yes. And then we have less than a month till Christmas.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why last month I was saying, hey guys, we really got only 2 months for Christmas, so better start doing 11/11 on the numbers right now. You better start doing, doing some things to get your stuff going if you're making things for people.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore.
Well,
I buy everything.
Things are going to be so tight this year for so many people that there are a lot of things that you can make somebody that do not cost a lot. You can go to dollar store and buy a glass vase, and go and get a etching cream and a cheap paintbrush, and you can actually create all different kinds of designs on a piece of glass.
Well, supposedly, in 2 weeks, my brother is going to learn how to make real stained glass.
Oh, I know how to do that. That's fun. What can be, unless the soldering is not so fun. I hate doing the soldering, but yeah.
Because he posted a workshop he's going to, and my mom's first question, ooh, are you making my Christmas present? So, Fred.
Never know, might be.
But like,
it takes a while to learn that stuff, though.
My current hours don't allow me to make things for people.
Yeah, no, I
'Cause
understand that.
I'd get shot at by my neighbors. Because
Shot at?
we're up all night.
Oh,
Everything
yeah,
I would
that makes
make
sense.
would be out in the garage with like power tools. For
Yeah. See, yeah. Mine used to be the sewing machine. And then it became mini jewelry. Then it became floral design stuff. Then it was photography or all kinds of different art, watercolor, oil paints, acrylics, woodwork, all kinds of, and then of course, then you've got, okay, this is going to sound very funny, but my art teacher in high school is Mr. Meldall. How you doing, Mr. Meldall? How you doing, Craig? I learned glass etching from him when I was in high school. I think he's head of the photography department now, or retired. I don't remember which. Anyway, so yeah, those are all things that can be done. I mean, even getting a candle and putting special wax decals on it. It doesn't take much to create a really beautiful gift. So.
well, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna outdo myself from last year, friend. Because last year I bought Kayla's sisters and her mom. On your tires, friend, on the little ends, how there's those little caps. I
Yep.
bought them all penis ones.
Oh, Jesus.
None of them listen to this show on a regular basis, so you
That
just
is
gave me an idea.
Should have got light up ones.
Well, you just gave me an idea, Nikki.
Glow in the dark ones.
God.
I think I should make them all candles.
Mm.
Oh, I used to do that.
As they burn down, all it leaves is a dick in the middle. Right?
I've seen the ones with skeleton cats.
Yeah, we should talk. I used to teach candle making. We should have a conversation.
Friend.
God.
June had her tires changed. She had dealt with a flat, friend, and lots of people have seen her dicks, friend, because they're all black.
Excuse me?
That's what they are.
Oh, yeah. Okay, got it.
Friend,
Got it.
Friend,
Anybody else that doesn't know, you have to be listening to this show to understand this conversation.
Well,
you have to have been listening for at least a good year and a half.
Last April, I went to her work, and she was going to unlock her door to her truck outside of her work so that I could put money in her truck for her.
Yeah.
Friend. And so I went to put the money in the truck, and the security guard comes by. And me and him start talking, and he randomly looks down at her tire and sees this little, 2-inch black dick. Right? And he's like, what the hell? What the hell is that?
It's the covering for the
for
filling
for
air.
the valve stem, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the hell is that? And as he's saying it, June comes out. And he reaches down and touches it. And I scream out as loud as, June, your security guard just touched your cock. And I was a little disappointed in some of them.
Down to her knees.
Kayla's sister Tiana, the first time she took her truck through a car wash, they all broke off.
Sorry.
So on each tire, all that's left is a little set of balls. So I gotta figure out something to get them that kind of outdoes that one. And I will be real with you guys, I was a nice guy. Because we replaced all of them at the Christmas party. And then once we were handing out gifts,
Sorry.
I walked up to each of the ladies and handed them their original stem covers back. And said, these are for you.
Oh, dear.
That way, if they did want to take them off, they could. Friend.
Two and two.
Well, the best part, like, it was a gift everyone got to enjoy. Because, like, I wasn't actually the one that replaced them. I had all the kids do it. Friend.
Oh, dear.
I mean, that's 12 tires. I ain't leaning down to replace 12 valve stems. Screw that. Right.
Oh, God. That's funny.
I like doing stuff like that. Fred. It gives everyone a laugh. The people that are way too religious in the family to understand a joke like that, or to like think it's funny, they just laughed along even though they really didn't know what was going on because we didn't say anything out loud. Right. So, like, everyone gets a good laugh, and it lasts them a year at least.
Oh, yeah.
Or in Tiana takes a week. Friend.
If they aren't stolen.
You know, that is just rude.
Tie little red ribbons.
Red.
Well, I just found the glow-in-the-dark ones and put them into the chat.
Did you?
Yeah.
Little red ribbon.
Friend.
Little red bow.
This is how you circumcise your tires.
Okay, so Robert, those are close, but I'm like, make them 2 inches long.
Uh-huh.
Those are the ones I got. And, yeah, like, they glow in the dark. Yeah, I like that, but I've been told by many women, you just can't beat the black ones. So, you know, Fred.
Yeah, you just gotta whack them.
Because they had many, like, they had the glow in the dark options. They had, like, pure gold. Fred. Chrome. Fred. And I was like, well, you know, these are classic women. I'm going to go with the classic for them, you know. Fred.
Oh, my.
Well, you can't beat Prince for that. Diamonds and pearls.
Is that real kangaroo hide?
Yeah.
Where the hell do I get that? Because that would work.
Online. There's heaps of them. Just look for kangaroo pouches and kangaroo nuts and coin purses, etc.
Friend. Yeah, no, I think that one would work.
Yeah, coin pouches.
Friend.
Oh, dear God, if you guys saw what the hell these two were talking about. Oh, my God. Dear God.
I would pay money to watch my mother-in-law open that in the middle of a grocery store to get change out for her grandkids. Fran. Yeah, I think that would work. Huh. Fran. Because, yeah, like, making a candle that, like, just left that image afterwards would be great, but making candles is very time-consuming.
Extremely time-consuming. And you really got to know what the hell you're doing when you're making them without making...
Well, and you guys have seen pictures of June's house when it's all done up for Christmas. Fran, I'm going to have 2 weeks to do that. Because we have to have it done before Thanksgiving this year.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So, the next few weeks are going to be rough.
Mm-hmm.
Fran.
Crunchy, crunchy.
Fran, I'm hoping
goodness, you guys.
The Friday night goes smoothly for everyone.
Oh, this Friday? Yeah.
Yeah. Friend. There's a lot going on in the world that can disrupt everything, and
and people are panicking.
Yeah, one thing I will say to parents is if you don't see a porch light on, friend, there's probably going to be a lot less porch lights on this year. Don't worry about it. It's not their fault.
Well, when I was doing it for the first time in 2006, I saw a lot of signs saying, "We are Mormons and do not believe in this," whatever it was, and do not come up and knock. So they don't like people coming up and knocking on their doors.
Yeah. Well,
very true.
This year, I think it'll be mostly people can't afford to do this.
Yeah.
Friend, we all just got told that it is guaranteed no one will receive food assistance in the United States this year, or this November. So.
Yep.
Friend, I do want to say thank you to our local businesses that have been helping. I don't know if this is happening everywhere, but I know in Washington a lot of local businesses are donating huge amounts to our food banks. Friend, to help everyone out, and thank you for that.
Yeah, very much so. I need to find out in Colorado for a friend, because they are already going through some food scarcity issues, and this is just going to make things worse. So,
well, and for anyone that can, if you have the money, stock up on meat.
Can't see it, Robert. Yeah, definitely. I've got family who's talking about getting a mini freezer.
Right, well, because in January, they're already talking, the USDA and local, like all of our ranchers are talking about all meat prices will get around a $3 hike up again.
Does that include the radioactive shrimp?
Wow, no, that should probably
Good question.
That should get a $5 hike. I mean, because you get shrimp plus a side, you know.
Yeah. Glow in the dark.
Nikki, this is how you get shrimp, man. Okay, it's the only way.
It's how you get blue and purple lobsters too.
Well, yeah.
But anyone that turns from those, they're prawny.
God.
But like this is like the lottery system. You know, out of 10,000 packs of shrimp sold, one of them will become a superhero. So, but we're not going to talk about what happens to the rest of them, okay? We don't talk about that. That's like Bruno.
We don't talk about that, Bruno. No.
Yeah.
Friend. I don't know, like Halloween has honestly lost all. I'm not as excited about it as I used to be.
Yeah, this year it's gonna be a rough year this year for a lot of folks.
I also don't know if it's because of all the paranormal stuff we do now. Like, I almost feel like that's when it stopped being cool.
We experience it most days out of the year anyway, so the Halloween it'll just be like, boom, nothing there.
Yeah.
I never really celebrated it after I had a kid. And I think that was for his protection's sake. And I got a lot of shit for it from a lot of folks. But that was good reason for it.
But like by the time I was growing up, or by the time my kids were growing up, we already had trunk or treats and everything. It was a lot safer. Friend,
Yeah, it was a different ball game in the 1990s.
friend. Well, and my kids are like my oldest is 2006.
Yeah,
So like,
Wow, that's old.
right?
that's very different.
Friend, yeah. It yeah, like trick or treating in Egypt. You guys don't even know. Like, man, I'm sure half of them didn't know what the fuck we were doing there. But hey, friend,
Yeah.
no, but like it.
Why you're just like Fado? You're not just like Fado. Go away.
Friend, it has. Yeah, it's lost its luster to me,
Yeah.
friend,
I can understand that.
and but it's just like Thanksgiving. I now feel a little bit guilty every time we celebrate it. Friend, the only one that
Why is
hasn't
that?
lost shit. Well, that's because of the whole native thing, and friend, I don't know which side I fall upon on that one. Friend,
Well, we don't Thanksgiving at all, so it doesn't affect us.
all right, I'm Australian now, Nikki. Friend, time to fucking fight a kangaroo. Friend,
Well, it's not just the kangaroos you gotta fight. I mean, come on, there's more
There's
than
the
just that.
bears, the crocodiles, the
Yeah, but the
emus.
kangaroo's the
emus
first
on the
one.
wall.
because
Cassowary.
Yeah, cassowary.
never mind, I'm not
Snakes,
Australian anymore.
all the poison snakes.
I forgot about cassowaries.
all-
I'm not Australian anymore. Fuck this shit.
Oh, what about the spiders that are the size of
Yeah.
dinner plates?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
That's just the body. That's not the legs. That's just the
Actually-
body.
Went into Bunnings, which is our version of Home Depot, a couple of weeks back, and they had displays setting up there. They had the cat that you push the button and it was going meow, meow, and giant spiders, and like the spiders, the bodies were like that, and then the legs on top of that, and then I think they had skeletons. I'm not too sure. I don't remember, but they had a whole heap of stuff there that they wouldn't normally have had.
Fuck,
But
Robert.
See,
3
you
weeks.
got scary Halloween
Natural
shit
scary stuff.
in real life. What the
Yeah,
fuck do you
nature.
want to be celebrating Halloween for?
And 3 weeks ago,
Well,
all our stores were taking Halloween shit down. They're already putting up Christmas shit. Friend,
they had both at the start of September.
friend, yeah.
At least
Like,
the start of September, August, September. They put stuff up.
I do have a
So
new.
yeah, it was
I,
like go in. And,
I have a new mission in life right now.
Oh God, what?
So, even though,
Here we go.
with everything going
Shocking.
on financially with the United States right
yeah,
now, my
Yeah.
my mother-in-law is going to be okay.
right.
So, because we were trying to figure out how to conserve money for her when everything else was starting to go rary and she didn't know what was going to happen. But now
Yeah.
we know she's going to be okay. And last week, because Kayla pestered her and bothered her and acted like a 4-year-old, she bought
Mm-hmm.
a frickin' gremlin that's 3.5 feet tall.
Yeah, you said it last week. Yeah.
Yeah. Now they
Is it
have
out
come
yet?
out. Yes. But they came out with a new one for Christmas. It's not a
Oh, God.
gremlin. There is a full-size R2D2 at Home Depot.
I saw that $199.
300 here.
Deepu?
Yeah, Deepu. I don't care. Fran, I am so excited about this goddamn thing. He sings Christmas carols. Fran. So I'm trying really hard to convince her to buy this. Because I believe we need this for Christmas. Otherwise, Christmas will be ruined. Fran.
Oh, sure it will. God, Cole.
I've got her about halfway there.
Yeah.
Fran,
Uh-huh.
I think I need one more of her kids to say yes, and she will say yes. Because I've got all the grandkids begging already. So, Fran, I'm almost there. All right, we're gonna get this.
That is just too funny.
And it's really funny because she hates Star Wars. She's a Trekkie. So,
Oh, really? Oh, now that's even funnier.
yeah. So like if
There we go.
if
That's
I
better.
can get this convince her to do this, it's like a life's accomplishment for me. Friend. Friend.
Life's accomplishment, huh?
Well, yeah, to get a Trekkie to like give up her Trekkie ways.
Well,
And-
just found this for $29.
That's not going to go over with a lot of people. Not at all.
Robert, that one just looks wrong to me for some reason.
Yeah, I was just looking at all the stuff they have at Bunnings, and that was on the porch of this place.
You know what it is?
Yeah,
There's
Darth Vader.
white in his eye.
Ah,
There should not
reflection.
be.
No.
That's comical.
Is it Yoshi or is it just a dinosaur? Okay.
Friend.
So, I had a scary experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I have talked about it. I've talked about it off and on over the years. With a cemetery in Washington State. That's probably the most scariest experience I've ever had.
Can I ask which cemetery?
Port Gamble.
Okay.
There was a old-time necromancer who had been a necromancer for hundreds upon hundreds of lifetimes, hundreds and hundreds of years. And she had brought into being a type of a demonic, let's just put it that way. Great big old monster. Robert knows this story. And I got drawn. We were going to Port Townsend, Port Angeles. I can't remember which the second. Anyway, it's over there. And you have to pass through the town of Port Gamble. And Port Gamble is a beautiful tiny town. It truly is. I mean, the view from the cemetery into the waterway, the original buildings, homes, and businesses and things of that nature. Really nice area. Beautiful area. And is it Hood Canal that's the waterway? I don't remember at this second. But anyway, so I was passing through with a family member, and lo and behold, I get drawn. Before I even get halfway to I'm like, God, I feel like we've got to stop in that little town, and I don't know why. And as soon as we are passing by, and it's such a small town that it's literally right after a curve in a road, and then you go down a hill, and it's gone. I mean, it's teeny tiny, okay? And but just a beautiful area, and the energy there is so. Except for that cemetery, was a different ballgame. And I get drawn to it, and I'm like talking to the person on our way back. Can we please stop? Yeah, okay. Well, we go on our way back. We pull into the little town of Port Gamble, and so where did you want to go? And I'm like, that hill right there. And we get up there because it's literally the cemetery is at the top of a hill, this great big mound, basically. And I could not wait to get out of the vehicle fast enough before the vehicle was even stopped. And I get out, and even with my cane, I'm just like, I gotta go. I gotta be on this property, and it's gotta be like now. And as soon as I cross the threshold between the cement to the grass, and you gotta remember, this is an old cemetery from the 1800s with a white picket fence all the way around the cemetery. And at first, when you look at the cemetery, it looks like it is a white picket fence in the shape of a square. No, it's not. It's actually it's in a triangle or a rectangle, excuse me. And number of big, beautiful trees, and right dead center is this grated, mini gated short, like a foot and a half tall, of this metal frame going around this grave. And then a bunch of graves all throughout the rest of the cemetery. And I kept getting pulled to a number of different gravestones. And all of a sudden, I'm at this one with a very large headstone. And it's got some woman's name on it. I didn't pay too much attention. I mean, I did because I'm like, oh my God. And the weight, when I got there, and it's literally overlooking, her grave is literally overlooking the town. So literally down the hill. And I got so pulled to it, I was like, I was weighted. It was like I was now, once I crossed her gravestone, I was weighted to that property. I cannot explain it any other way, but basically what she did is she forced my energy to stay there. And I didn't realize what was happening at the time. I knew that she was around because I could feel her, and she was trying to whisper to me and talk to me. And I go over across opposite of her gravestone, straight ahead and to the left a little bit was a tree and another gravestone. Headstone, excuse me. And headstone that looked like it had been broken and repaired. And then you've got the tree on one side, and then on the other side of the tree is another headstone. And I get pulled to the first gravestone, and then the tree. And at the tree, this is where I step into a well because whoever had mowed didn't mow down. And I literally stepped in, and all of a sudden I am covered. And I collect myself because, hello, I walk with a cane, and that really screwed me up physically. And I step back, I catch myself and stabilize myself physically, and I am covered head to toe in what I only can call them fairies. I don't know what else to call them. They were about 1 inch to 2 inches. Some of them were 3 inches tall, but most of them were about anywhere from like 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches tall. And I was covered in them, and little white fluttery things. And all over my head, I could feel them in my hair, walking like. And I am here to tell you, when you have insects landing on you and you can feel their feet, that's what this was like. But the energy was different than insects, drastically different. It was all love, light, positivity. And when I realized that I had stepped into a fairy well, a home of fairies, boy, did I apologize up one side and down the other. And then I was practically in tears because I kept thinking, oh my God, was there anybody that I killed? And, because you're dealing with the physical versus they're in the ethereal, but they're allowing me to see them. That is a gigantic thing with the fairies. So that was a really positive experience, right? Sometime later, because I did a full walkthrough of this property and I kept seeing this tree and I kept getting told it's called the hanging tree, and it's being called the hanging tree for very specific reasons. Long before the town became a town, I'm like, what the hell do you mean before the town became a town? And so then I'm being told that other, and I haven't been able to confirm this, but I was being told that other, like, pirates had come through and they chose that tree to be the hanging tree and for any thievery, amongst other things. And so I've got names written down and faces stuck in my head of some of these pirates and some who I can't classify as pirates. I don't know what the hell they are. But some of these souls were from the 1600s, some of them were from the 1700s. But here's the thing. That town didn't become a town until 1870-something. 73, I think. 73. Somewhere between 73 and 79. And I'm like, okay, now we're getting into real paranormal. You got the fae going that's on this tree, the bottom of the tree. You've got spirits that are surrounding me. And I do mean surrounding me. I was covered. I mean, I had a full 360 view of spirits from this property. I start walking back because it's getting late now. It's sunset's coming through, and oh my God, I do have to say that hill is the perfect hill to go watch the view of the sunset across the water. It's gorgeous. And I couldn't step foot outside of that cemetery. And on my feet, I was must have been about 20 feet away from the, better say 15. I think that's probably more accurate. About 15 feet away from the gate. Now, the gate is wide open. They don't have an actual gate on it, but it's the opening where the gate used to be, or a gate used to be. And I can't go anywhere. I'm literally stuck, planted to the ground. I'm trying to lift my feet, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Person that I came with can't get because the car was electronic at the time, can't get the electronic doors to work. For whatever, I could not, nothing worked. And this spirit, this female spirit, who was one of the main people of how this town became a town, I cannot think of her name. People will know who the hell I'm talking about. She's very famous over there, in that area of Washington. And her family was, and her spouse really was. And I can't move. And she's standing there. Not only she's kind of doing this pacing back and forth and then surrounding me on my right and then walking behind me and walking around to my left and then walking in front of me and going back and forth with this. And she's like trying to get me to promise that I will deal with the situation on that property because it's so detrimental. And we go from there to, I make the prompt because she knows, obviously somebody's told her, because she frickin' knows that if I make a promise, I keep that promise. I will do everything I possibly can to keep that promise. Hate that about myself, but it is something it's gotten me into trouble a few times. So I don't make promises I know I can't keep. So hopefully that came out correctly. Anyway, because like I said, I'm rummy right now. But anyway, I couldn't lift my feet. And I made a vow to her, a promise. And as soon as I made it, my feet were released from the ground. she had basically
Held you there
figured,
until you.
yeah,
Mm.
she basically figured out a way to ground me to the
Together.
core. Yeah,
Yeah.
I literally couldn't move a single
Mm.
foot. I
I've
was
just
like,
put in 2 pictures into the chat. I think they're the right ones.
okay, up. And so, yep, that's the one. He put in pictures of the cemetery. Yep.
It's Brady.
And so it basically, okay, I can get the screen back. There we go. So as soon as I made the promise, now I've lost the picture of Robert. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, good to know. I didn't know if my phone was doing something weird. So basically, long and short of it is
I think
the
we might have lost
second
Robert.
uh-oh.
I don't know. He's frozen.
Oh dear.
Robert, can you hear us?
Okay. Nope.
Go ahead and keep talking. I'll get him back.
Okay. So basically, the second I made the promise, my feet were released, and the person at the car was completely able to open the door, and then we had problems. I had to make another promise, and so the person at the car then had problems getting the car to even turn over. It was all electrical. Everything that went on with the vehicle was all electrical. And as soon as I made that secondary promise regarding the evil that was on the property, on the town property is how I should say that, because the cemetery itself didn't. It was the outside of the cemetery that had the problem, is where the evil was located and living, was down the hill. And as soon as I made that secondary promise, the car started right up. Started right the frick up. And it took me a year to get back to that church. I'm sorry, there is a church on the in the town. But get back to the cemetery, yeah. And this time around, I came with a friend. And we went in, and that's where the terrifying thing really started hitting. The terrifying thing was that we found out just how bad this necromancer did stuff on that property. That she went against indigenous, the indigenous tribes in the area. I haven't verified any of that either. I don't even know where to begin to verify that one. And we dealt with removing over 50 souls. It was 55 plus, but it was over. I always say it's 50 plus. That this entity that she had brought to life had tortured these souls. And I did not know that souls could be tortured. I did not know at that time, and this was a number of years ago, I did not know that a soul can have rips and tears in them. That property now, and I did not know that at that time that Sasquatch and Fae and fairies would come together to protect a piece of property. We released Fae souls, we released human souls, we released Sasquatch souls, and crossed the human souls, or the Sasquatch and the Fae souls. They all knew what to do, but the human souls, I had men from the 16 and 1700s trying to converse with me in how they normally speak, and it was like talking because they're in my home at that point. They literally came into my home, and I had a line of people throughout my living room, into my dining room, part of my kitchen, and some out into my out onto my patio and out by my front window. And they're all milling about because they all want to talk to me to understand what has just happened to them. And they haven't been crossed over. And so they're listening to me have a conversation with the original lady. I want to call her Catherine, but I don't remember I don't even remember her first name right now. But periodically, every once in a blue moon, she will come back and say, thank you for what you did. And that's usually when I sit and cry, because you talk about scary stuff, fighting that kind of an evil being and knowing that it can torture and terrorize and can shred a soul. Did not know that could happen until I came across this specific cemetery, this situation. And to this day, there are sentinel angels on that property that will be there for at least a minimum of 1,000 years. Because they don't want because once you, and this is the other thing I found out. I found out from the angels. I found out from my guides. I found out from, actually, I found out also from, one or two, no, it was one, Sasquatch soul, that came to talk to me, who was there as well, and who had basically told me this is what was taking place, this is what really went down, and I was being shown in images, and I was just mind boggled at what can happen that we have no comprehension of. And it was scary. It was very, very scary, because you had to deal with God, you had to deal with Jesus, you got to deal with, and I don't mean that part of it was scary. What was scary was the fact of you have sentinel angels that are bigger than anything that I have ever, almost bigger than anything I've ever seen in an angel, although I have seen over 25-foot tall angels. Those take a while to get used to. But my point is that you have so many beings around who are like telling you, this is how you have to deal with this, and this is your next step. And you've got a partner who is working with you to do all of this. And if I remember right, Robert had my back from long distance over that one, while this other friend of mine and I were dealing with the hardcore. I mean, he had his head on a swivel for me because of the fact of how dangerous this was. You're dealing with an entity, of being that is so wicked, that is so bad and so evil that it could do what it did to those souls. And then we had to deal with the necromancer, and that was a whole nother ballgame. That meant that deals with eliminating a soul permanently. She will never come back. And I was stunned to have permission from God himself. And I'm like, and how am I supposed to do this? And so there was a conversation over that one, and there were the demon dogs involved, and there were the for our protection. I was like, really? Wow. But yet at the same time, also it was a form of helping these souls escape. And the dogs are what helped deal with this bad thing. Because, hello, you've got certain kind of, they're on loan from another hierarchy. And I'm trying to be very careful in what I'm saying here, but the point is that you've got all of these beings coming together, and for whatever reason, it basically took the three of us humans in living form in this lifetime to deal with it. And I still don't understand why certain things have to be that way, whereas they could be dealt with on the other side, by the other side. And I don't know if it's because there's some kind of law, or if there's I still haven't understood that one yet. But I find it really fascinating because it was a real hell of an eye-opener to me, just how serious this could get, how fast. Robert, what did you want to, or did you want to say anything about it? No?
No, I was just coughing.
Okay.
I just muted myself and coughed. So.
Okay. So yeah, it's just, there were moments, I mean, and this took hours. This was not just some fly-by-night event. This is one of those that, if I remember right, we were well into 4 and 5 hours by the time it was even remotely starting to be over with. I think we were done at 6 or 6.5 hours, and I was so psychically high that it was like, this is because of the kind of higher consciousness work that you're doing. You're elevating your frequency at such a level that, and I didn't even know that was possible. Now I'm so far above that when I do certain energy work that I'm like, oh, that was minuscule in comparison to what we can do now. And it's just like, wow. And that comes with experience. That just basically comes with, it's a live and learn type of thing. But to see souls that were shredded, like they had been through like a lion or a tiger, the kind of claws that just shred and hold. I mean, I was just horrified by what I saw. I mean, and it truly was frightening. It doesn't sound like it in describing it, but when you're going through it and you're witnessing soul after soul that is being retrieved, and I'm not getting into how that retrieval happened, but we had thank yous left and right. Every single soul was saying thank you. Every one of them, even the 3 that didn't want to cross over. And I was like, that's fine, that's your choice. But please don't stay stuck to the land. If you have a choice to be where you want to be. You do not have to be stuck to that land. That is your choice. I did not know that. Yes, I wanted you to be aware of that. That is your choice to be where you want to be, if you're going to be choosing to be earthbound. But no, if you choose to want to cross over, come talk to me. I will gladly help you do that. And they were like, okay. And I haven't heard from him since. So I don't know what those 3 are doing. But yeah, the souls, the human souls, Sasquatch and the Fae, it was an incredible piece of work to cross that many over in one night. Just and oh my God, some of them misogynistic. Oh my God, some of the men. You're a woman. Oh shit, Sherlock. But of course you can't say that to them. It was very much like talking to children and trying to explain in very almost 2-year-old type language, because they just didn't understand. They literally did not understand how we speak. Our own human language has changed that much. So, and some of them were coming from a time when women were the bearers of children and kept the home. And now you're in a different era where women have jobs and they're making money and all sorts of things. So, I mean, career women, it was going to be a hell of an eye opener. And then I found out from God and from a number of angels that the souls that were retrieved would be re-educated, and that would take them however long it was going to take them to go through. But the ones that were truly injured, where they had been shredded, they were going to be going into. I will never forget watching souls being taken by angels. Okay, I gotta be careful, or I'm gonna start bawling again. It was truly exquisitely beautiful and sad, and yet I don't even know how to classify it. It was just awe-inspiring, really. Grand scheme of things, it was really just awe-inspiring. And
rock on.
yeah, I mean, you see something like that where you've got an angel and they're holding this soul that has become like this piece of fabric because it's so worn, it's so trying to survive, and it's not even in a physical form anymore. It's in a specific kind of form that I can't even classify what that form is. But these angels were, I mean, they were like holding these things at kid gloves. I mean, and the amount of love, and when they picked them up or held them or had an arm underneath the ones that did have form, the light, I don't know if I can explain this, the light around the angel changed. It was already pure love before, but it was a different form of love. I don't know, it was almost like a healing. It was like the angel engulfed each soul in some kind of energy that I can't even begin to explain. And that, none of that was frightening or scary. What was frightening or scary was dealing with that thing that eventually did become, it's no longer in existence, just like that necromancer's soul is no longer in existence. Those were two things that it made clear, very clear, that needed to be removed. And a lot of beings, a lot of entities, a lot of hierarchies had to have their say in the matter in order to eliminate what these things were. And that was the other thing, is how much the other side works with each other when there's a specific kind of purpose to the good. And they all come together, whether they like each other or not. They all come together and say yes, or they will say no.
Well, as is usually
and I've
the
only
saying,
ever been told no.
Is teamwork makes the dream work, you know?
Yeah, pretty freaking much. I mean, even on the other side. So yeah, the scary part was dealing with that bad thing and dealing with her, because corralling her was no easy task.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, she was a piece of work.
Right.
Holy crap.
All right,
600
guys.
years. Sorry.
No.
We well and truly made up for the 40 seconds we were late by.
Yeah. Brian.
I think we made up for that. Sorry.
All right, guys. We do have to go, but before we do, I just want to remind everyone, Friday night is Halloween night, so for those of us that are in towns and countries and areas that celebrate it, if you're driving that night, friend, slow the fuck down. Friend, there's
please.
no excuse
There
for
might be
speeding
kids
that
on the
night.
road.
Yeah, friend. And friend, you may win that fight, but you'll hate yourself for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Friend, So just remember
Scary.
that, friend. And parents, check your kids' candy. You know, you never know what could be in there.
Definitely.
Friend, be safe,
Check
guys,
for pinpricks.
but have
Yep.
fun, friend.
Yes,
You know,
definitely.
Don't be a dickhead.
For those dads out there, don't forget the dad tax. It's a very important thing. Have to continue that tradition. Fran,
That's what the chief said. Yep.
yeah, if you have issues with understanding the dad tax or knowing what you should be taking, just follow your heart. Fran, that's all I can say. Fran, just like any tax system. Fran, whatever you feel is fair, that's fair. Fran, you are the government in that situation.
Just don't be a Dorito
That's
man.
for sure. That's for sure.
All right, everyone. We will see you next week, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Don't forget to like and share. Make sure and remember to check out Restore Belief with Nikki Jacobs on Facebook
Saturday.
and YouTube on Saturday. And
Yep.
just go check out her channel. Go check out her past stuff, Fran, and then join her every week. So,
Yeah.
Fran.
Yep.
All right, guys. Have a good night, and we'll see you all later.
Later.
Bye, guys.
Data transfer complete. System malfunction. Please evacuate immediately. Program terminated.
Son of a biscuit eater.